Now to this, a near fatal friendship. A Sacramento homeowner helps a homeless man who ends up attacking him.
And we have Madisen Keavy now in studio with us on this one because that attack could have ended a lot worse, right, Madisen?
It could have. You know, we're waiting on that mugshot of the suspect in this story, and the victim who's in the hospital is focused on recovery, not a photo. But this story goes beyond pictures. It's about neighbor helping neighbor, looking out for the person who lives next door.
We have, longtime residents in this neighborhood, so we have text groups, so we keep a good eye on everything.
Boulevard Park in the heart of Midtown Sacramento is the backdrop to this story that started last summer between one homeowner.
Jim is a longtime resident of this neighborhood.
And the man now facing charges for trying to kill him.
Mark was, all we knew, homeless.
Amy Lopez lives here too, speaking with us after her neighbor, Jim, was attacked in his own home. The suspect in that attack, Mark Reese.
Mark started taking really good care of the place. Eventually, he kind of wormed his way into the house, could maybe gain more and more trust.
Lopez says they started to see Jim less and Mark more. Worry turned to genuine concern after her last conversation with Mark.
He was dressed up in fancy clothes all of a sudden. He had a fedora on. He lost all this weight. He looked weird. And I just got this weird feeling that something was up there.
Lopez called Sacramento police for a welfare check on Sunday. Officers reported that all was okay until late that night. Police say Mark stabbed Jim multiple times in his home, arresting him for attempted murder. Lopez is sharing the story, she says, as a reminder to check up on your neighbors.
It's scary because you don't want to be like, Mrs. Kravitz, always looking out at everybody, but I really did have a gut feeling that something was wrong.
Mark Reese, the suspect, has a lengthy criminal history going back to the 90s. As recent as last year, in one of those cases, he was mandated to enroll in a domestic violence and battery prevention class. Neighbors, though, relieved that he is in jail and Jim has survived, and it's why they spoke to us again to share that message and potentially save lives. They're just kind of in the group chats today talking about how that call likely led to, more quickly response.
Right. And like what she said, she had a gut check and said something's just not right.
Right. Yeah. So then you want to be Kravitz, right? That Mrs.
Sure.
Kravitz in the Bewitched program, you want to be the one that's calling him.
Yeah, I don't think she's changed that anytime soon. I think they're going to stick with what they've got because they're looking out for each other.
Hopefully he'll recover.
Yes, absolutely.
Right. Madisen, thank you.